Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you might be. I'd like to show you 4 of the handiest tips and tricks that you'll ever want to use in Microsoft Word. First of all, we'll look at how to increase the percentage of the page on your screen, and I do this not by worrying about extra clicks in view and choosing percentages, and that may not suit me. All I need to do is to hold down the control key, and as I roll the mouse wheel forward, I increase the view of the screen, and the more I roll it, the more I see. The reverse also takes place, because if I hold down the control key and use the mouse wheel to scroll backwards, then I can see that it reduces the size of the page. So remember, control key, roll the mouse forward, increases, roll the mouse wheel backwards, decreases. This particular graphic has been surrounded with a shape, and I'll show you how to do that on the next page. This list of fruits, I have checkboxes next to them, and I can uncheck the boxes or check the boxes as I need by simply clicking. It's very easy to set up. I need to see the developer tab, which I'll be showing you how to put on the ribbon if you don't already have it. Very handy. The 4th trick is extremely handy. That is, how do I create a drop down list to choose from? So I've put a couple of fruits on here, an orange or an apple, whichever one I choose. I can have that in my drop down list, and again it involves the use of the developer tab, which I'll show you. Let's go to the next page. Now first of all, remember, control key increases when rolled forward, decreases when rolled backwards. So I'll just scroll up there a little bit. Now when I select a shape, after having inserted the shape, if I go to the format tab in the ribbon, I see that in the size group there is a button called crop. The drop arrow of the crop button enables me to crop it to a shape, and now all I need to do is to choose the shape that I wish to crop to. It's nowhere near Valentine's Day, but we'll use the heart anyway. So when I click on the heart, there is my shape within there is my shape surrounding the actual graphic. Now the next one, how do I get the checkboxes here next to these fruits? I need to see the developer tab up here in the ribbon. If you do not see it, then what you need to do is to right click anywhere on the ribbon and customize the ribbon there, and here in the popular commands on the right you'll see developer. By default there is no tick in there, but if you put a tick in developer and then click OK, you will see the developer tab. Now to place checkboxes next to lists, I've just used fruits here, but of course your list could be anything. It might be tasks that you have to perform, the name of staff, the name of family members, etc. So what I'm going to do is to click the developer tab, and then in the controls group I see there is a checkbox here. All I need to do is to click on it, and it inserts a checkbox to the left of the in this case the apples, because that was where my insertion point was. Now unfortunately you can't do all these checkbox insertions by grouping. You have to do them individually. So I'll put another one there, another one next to the bananas, another one next to the lemons, and finally one next to the pineapples. So remember, the checkbox is inserted at the insertion point. Now all I need to do is to click in any particular box to choose. When I click away, there is my checklist. If I change my mind, I can simply untick it. So nice and easy. We'll put the pineapples on. I like pineapples. Choosing a fruit. How do I do this? Well, again, it involves the use of the developer tab, but this time we will use this particular combo box content control, and when I click on that box, on that command, it says choose an item. Well, at the moment there are no items in there, so what I have to do is to, in the controls group, click on design mode and then properties. Up pops the properties box, content control properties. I will give it a title that's entirely optional. I'll call it fruits. I'll accept all the rest down here because we just want to see how to add the items. So I'm going to add an item, and the display name I'll add the apples and click OK. I'll add another one. We'll put in the oranges, and we'll also put in the lemons. So we'll add the lemons. OK and OK again. Now turn off design mode, and now when we're in this particular page, I see down here it says choose an item. Well, let's click on the choose an item. I want to choose the lemons in this particular area, so I'll click the drop arrow and choose the lemons. If you've made a mistake there, simply click the drop arrow and add whichever one that you needed to actually choose. Click away, and there is your particular choice of fruit. So there, ladies and gentlemen, are 4 very, very handy tips. You can pay money to go to a class to learn about those, but it's free here, isn't it? Okay, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.